Hey, we're back at the top again today here on a very special day. Today is March 10th. Well, technically it is March 10th when I'm recording this, but when this video gets released, it'll be March 14th. And March 14th, 10 years ago, was a very special day for me because that's when one of my favorite games got remade. And we have my game, the main game that I used from the duo, Pokemon SoulSilver. And today, just like we did with Pokemon Pokemon Diamond in 2017 and Platinum in 2019. We're going to look at this game 10 years later. There's a lot of things that I need to cover. That's loud for me. Oh my gosh. I may need to turn this down. My apologies. But yeah, SoulSilver. So as you can see, I wanted to keep the same name that I did in my original game. It included a hyphen for some reason. I have no idea why that was the case, but I have played this game for 135 hours. So, I'm going to pop this back. For some reason, I actually haven't played this game in such a long time that I didn't actually know that I was still in the Battle Factory, actually. Dude, on the 3DS, this sucks. Like, the graphics are terrible. But we are, I don't know why I'm in the Battle Factory. I actually have not opened this game in like some time, that I actually straight up did not know that I was in the Battle Factory. And of course, this is the, well, I was going to say this is the last game that didn't have a certain functionality. But then I realized that's not the case. Hey, Cameron the photographer, that's something we got to look at something. You know what? This is a very special day. So I'm going to go ahead and take another picture, because that's something else we're going to look at. We're going to look at the photography. Wow, I only have 4 Pokemon with me. That's cute. That's funny. So, what we're going to do is, of course, we're going to react to a bunch of things. We're going to react to the Pokemon that we have. We're going to react to the Hall of Fame. We're going to react to my trainer ID, the pictures, because there's a lot of story behind it. There's also one other special thing that I need to look up. So we're going to go ahead and look at the PC first, just to see what we have. I have my nice starter right there. So unfortunately, the box is actually flipped here, so I'm going to have to bring this back. So we're going to start off with, of course, box 1. Just to get a quick, nice check-in. I mean, you have all this stuff. Odin King? Oh, I know exactly where this came from. So, I also did the Journey of Generations, like, beforehand. If you don't remember the Journey of Generations, he did it in 2016 and 2019 leading up to the new generation. But I also did kind of a rendition on it even before I did YouTube, where I went through past games. Since this is a remake, what I did was I went backwards in time to leading up to this. So I think at the time, I did Pearl, Fire Red, and then Ruby, I think, or excuse me, Sapphire. I think it was in that order. There wasn't really much room to work with because it was only 3 games at the time, so... See, and then you have all these Pokemon, Slugma, Suicune. Look, I mean, like, Togepi. There's gonna be a little funny story about a certain Togepi soon enough. You'll find out in 2 months. Sudowoodo, Vapes was definitely from that Kanto game. There's my boy Lugia that I caught originally. This is the shiny Pikachu that you can get the spiky-eared Pikachu, which, this is the spiky-eared Pikachu right here. What am I talking about? Here's the Zapdos. Fat Man is also from that Fire Red game. There has to be other things. Can I not flip, like, change box with R and L? That's so stupid. In this case, Sableye, Lombre, like... Kai and Swellow are from the Hoenn games. So is Brenda. Man, I don't know. I'm probably not gonna list this all around, but seriously, this game it doesn't hold as many memories as like Diamond. Maybe about the same as Platinum. GS Reborn. I don't know why this is called GS Reborn. Not exactly sure. Oh, I was trying to recreate something. I don't think I actually did that properly though. Box 4, like, and then these boxes don't really have much inside them. Can't use. I'm not exactly sure what I can't use this for. Oh, okay. So, with the last 2 games, I had that Battle League with my friend, right? We battled a ton in Diamond and Pearl. We battled quite a bit in Platinum, not entirely. But then, in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, it took us about until early August to get it started, and the game came out March 14th, like I mentioned. and we started to work on stuff, and unfortunately, it kind of came to a halt because the game glitched out as he was working on his first team, so that's a bit unfortunate. Here's all the Pokemon that I was planning on using before I failed. Another thing is, we do have the same locks. There was the, I think it was the mascot lock, it was the pro locks, and I think it was the, and I can't remember. I can't exactly remember, but a lot of these are Pokemon, as you can see, Route 29, which is the pretty much Johto's version of Sinnoh's, I think it was Route 201 or 202 or something like that, but, because I would always catch it. And as you can see, like, August 2nd. How I remember that, I have no idea. But, like, you have Groudon, Kyogre, all these are Route 29. The movesets actually make sense in this time. There's not Dark Void going on everything, so you don't have to worry about that. That's the funny part. Metagross, Chiriza, where did I get Chiriza? Kanto. Nice. Suicune, Shiny Onix. Okay, I know exactly what this is. So, well, I know what that one is, actually, but I think it was for a different reason. I don't think that was a legit shiny, now that I think about it. Jolteon's another one of those Pokemon. These are the tier 1, so I tried to change it into, like, 80s tier 1, 80s tier 2, and then the pros ended up being, like, on level 100. You have the qualifier, and then you have the pros, and it didn't really get, and yeah, the league didn't really get anywhere, because like I mentioned, I had a new action replay, because my action replay that I had before had actually busted. It got bricked, so I couldn't actually use it anymore. I bought a new one, and then he accidentally bumped it while he was leveling up his first team, and then it just crashed, and then he just didn't want to play, you know. So, I actually want to check the Hall of Fame on the very first one. My very first Hall of Fame on March 18th involved Jolteon, Dragonair, Golduck, Steelix, Typhlosion, and Pinsir. Pretty solid team, but the thing is, this Steelix is actually a pain in the neck to find. Because it's, you can actually catch a Steelix in the Cliff Cave over near Route 47. It's only a 2% chance to find, but man, it's a pain in the neck to find. It didn't take me that long, though. So, I think, what's next? Real quick, though, we'll pop in to check out my Pokemon. This is, of course, my trusty Typhlosion, March 14th. That was when I started it. There's no level contest this time like I'd had in Pokemon Diamond. Nobody gets cookies, unless you really want for some. If you want, you can ask in the comment section below. I'll do my best. But, yeah, this random Sneasel. There's my Pinsir from my party, and then, of course, here's the Dragonite from my party. This Dragonite. Isn't this... No, okay, so it's my... Yeah, it's this Typhlosion that has... Like, I love this Typhlosion, because I got Timid Nature, and this is at the point where I was kind of beginning to understand competitive Pokemon, and with all that nature stuff. The other thing is, I want to check this out, to see if anything was done. So, you can see this. Touch the card to flip. Look how much money I have. I'm wondering, actually, that's because I used Action Replay. I probably did. Probably did. Time 1:35:43 now, because we've been recording for 8 minutes. And then the adventure started March 14th, just like my Typhlosion said. So we're going to touch the card to see if there's anything. I actually did put a signature here. Me and my 15-year-old self was just like, hey, let's just do this. It's kind of hard to deal with, though. Hall of Fame debut. It took me 4 days. So, not nearly as quickly as Diamond, but still pretty quick, because pretty much after every single day I went to school, I would head over to my friend's house and play me some Pokemon SoulSilver while he played Heart Gold. We always try to get opposite versions. I always tried to get opposite the version of the games that came out. In certain cases, like with Pokemon Platinum, that wasn't able to be done because there was only one game. Do you have Fly? You do have Fly. Thank you, based Dragonite. So Cameron reminded me, it should be in my PC. Photo album. Here we go. There's no way to check this. 314. Okay, here we go. This is the first one. I hope it's on the top screen. It is. Oh, okay. This is great because you're gonna see my journey, my story journey through these photos that have just remained on here. We have my type. You have my now Quilava at the time, and then a Rattata and a Togepi when I first got to Pokemon or Goldenrod City, because all the Pokemon that I needed for my party I didn't actually have yet. Like I didn't have any access to. As we get to then the National Park, all of a sudden, boom, we have Jolteon, and we have our Psyduck now, and we also have Pinsir. The funny thing about Johto and the stones in the past games is you could only get one of each stone. However, there is a difference in this game, something called the Pokeathlon, which we definitely need to cover because I went ham in that mode. I have no idea why I did. I always thought that was fun. Our next photo is here in Olivine City. You got the same Pokemon, so nothing really too crazy. Then we have Cyanwood City, still the same Pokemon. Actually, I think there's a Pidgey behind me because I think I needed it to fly because I didn't have my Dragonite yet. Here, of course, now we have a Golduck, and we have our Steelix, and we have a Dragonair. So our team's looking pretty nice, especially on Route 114, or especially Route 14. Are we in Kanto? Yeah, we're definitely in Kanto now because that's March 18th. Alex Forest, this is when I was doing the whole spiky-eared Pichu thing. That's relative to the same. Then on March 20th, we have Saffron City. Teams, the squad's all here. I don't know how Lugia fit in the Goldenrod Tunnel, but it did. And then we have Route 22. A lot of these are basically my party here. This is April 18th, 2010 in Cerulean City. How long do these photos go for? April 22nd, the 3-year anniversary of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl at the time. Still Route 14. I do. The Battle Factory. Let's just get a nice twist. Hey, look! I'm playing against Platinum Howler! I'm kidding. Is this a super luck? Yeah, buddy. Unfortunately, he has this Machamp here. We're about to get... Just kidding. Oh, don't tell me I crit him. Don't tell me I crit him too. Psycho Cut is a critical hit, high critical hit ratio. Oh, no! We better have to hope this is enough. Of course it's enough. Why else would I have saved this battle replay? Real quick. You can't see it. Give me a sec. I have 41 battle points, and look at this. I actually had 3 out of the 5 silver emblems or silver cards. I don't know what you call them. So I actually did kind of a lot in the Battle Frontier. But the last thing I want to show you is probably the most unique thing about this game. First of all, how many points did I have? I'm just curious. Because I played this a ton. 1975. That's pretty nice. I'm pretty sure this is the Hall of Fame. It is. Look at how decorated this is. I played the hell out of this. Check the course record for the speed course. The Hurdle Dash, Pennant Capture, and Relay Run. Deoxys, Zapdos, and Suicune. Course record, 432. The next one, because I only got 1 star, or 1 crown. 2 crowns on this one, 507. Typhlosion, Dragonite, and Steelix. See, I don't actually remember the specific point totals. Like, I don't know how much it was, but I'm trying. 180. Circle Push, I think that was a really good Circle Push. 180? That was pretty stellar. So, I mean, it is 2 crowns, so. 171 for Snow Throw. Goal Roll and Pennant Capture. Skills Course, I was never really good at it, but Garchomp, Kyogre, and Milotic has that one. Odd combination of Pokemon here, but it got me 2 crowns of Ring Drop, Relay Run, and Block Smash. 200 points on Ring Drop. Wow. Lugia, Solrock, and Garchomp. And then Darkrai, Dragonite, and Lugia have the Jump Course. Yeah. Not bad, actually. So after a while, you can actually get this next room unlocked, and there's a lot more things you can do. Check the medal. Oh, wow. You can actually check all your Pokemon. Hey, my boy Golduck. Wait. Oh, Medalist Pokemon. How many Medalist Pokemon do I have? 2. I have 2, okay. I have my Dragonite and, of course, my starter here, Typhlosion. So, that's pretty nice. The potential room. This is the potential room coming up here. It unlocks after you do a lot more. I think this is the last room. There's actually one more room, so what could this involve? The event records. Oh, wow, you can actually even see it. See all your records. Oh my gosh. So look at this. So the best one is Deoxys, Zapdos, and Suicune. That was for the Hurdle Dash. So that's 92.6 seconds. So I kind of hope... I wonder what the all-time world record is, because that was my best. You had the pennant capture, 39 flags, 117, so that barely eked out for Porygon, Z, Dialga, and Suicune. So this is the circle push, 60 points, 180 total for that, set by Typhlosion, Steelix, and Dragonite. So that one kind of held its ground quite a bit. Yeah, but... Oh my gosh, Block Smash. Dude, Block Smash was rough. That was crazy. 130, I think I tied it. There's nothing really substantial, like, difference-wise. Here you got Disc Catch, which is 64 points, being the record. Goal Roll, 10 points, so nothing too crazy. No crazy substantial. This one's insane. Look at 36, but then 57 is the highest for Snowball Hit, or Snow Throw, excuse me, for Garchomp, Kyogre, and Milotic. 145 to 144, nothing too crazy with Pinsir, Sudowoodo, and Quilava, actually. So somehow I actually beat that record early on in the game, because it's still a Quilava, so that's pretty crazy. The relay run is, I tied it twice. Like, I have it 15.7. I wasn't able to beat it and get away from it. The last one was Lamp Jump, which, this is insane, actually. 475. That's almost 100 over the second place, rather. I didn't actually... Every event of the Pokemon 50 times are commended here for their overwhelming might and the arrival of a new legend. I actually didn't get these two. Those are one of the Pokemon 100 times are commended here for their time. So I didn't actually beat it 100 times, but the Friendship Room is unlocked, actually, after a while. Magnus, this is the Friendship Room. It's the last of all. It is the room where eternal friendships between people and Pokemon is pledged. But this is not your goal, bud. Each room has trophies to earn, but you can aim for any new height. It's entirely up to you whether you get there or not. That's right. Your true goal is not something anyone else can decide for you. You can overcome any difficulties through friendship with your Pokemon. That can be said the same. The statue Pokemon you shared your journey with, helping each other and cultivating your friendship. And Arceus. Statue of a Pokemon you've shared your journey with, help blah blah blah. That's Moltres. And then my boy Golduck. But this wouldn't have been a reaction video or a time without Typhlosion, my starter. It's too bright. I don't care what you say. Typhlosion is my favorite starter. Probably just due to the nostalgic nature of it. It's hard to tell, but that is actually going to wrap up this reaction to my decade-old Pokemon SoulSilver reaction, or SoulSilver file. If you did enjoy, actually, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to not miss anything that's coming up in the next couple of weeks and months, because I'm about to go ham on a bunch of different projects. It's not going to really be like how it was the last couple of years, but still, it's going to be a fun time. But as far as reacting to old game files go, well, we're just going to have to wait until next year on March 6, 2021, where we react to my Pokemon White file a decade later. And that game might have had a little bit more into it, because that introduced online Wi-Fi battling and Battle Spot. So it was a pretty fun time, and we'll have to see what is there. So with that, though, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you back at the top later on, because that is how we do what. Send us out, Typhlosion. Why are you wandering around with a program?